Hey, my name's Anthony Mosley. Come join me on my real estate ride-along.
Alright, then I know you went through the process and I'll pick up that phone.
True Barbecue, talking business with this guy,
Hey.
Mario, Transnation Title, and this guy, Keith, the grilling company. Let's go take a ride along. So today, we're rocking with Mario, Transnation Title. We're gonna talk a little title, insurance. And we got Keith from the grilling company. Mario just brought me here for lunch, and I had a conversation with this guy, and you gotta learn more about him. And what goes better with real estate than barbecue, right?
True that. Absolutely.
So Keith, man, we were talking about, you're definitely passionate, right? Because you're working 26-hour days and no one in the world would brag about that unless they loved it. And you are, Mario was talking about education classes you give to teach people how to barbecue.
Yeah, just, we've done several levels. Right now we're just doing a basic 101 class, just how not to burn product, maybe a better way of grilling your standard everyday foods.
And how did this all get put together? Tell me the theory, because the grilling company itself is like almost like there's some kind of education passion in the background of that, right?
Yeah. Well, I just learned by drinking beer in the backyard and hanging out. So, it wasn't like I went to culinary school or anything. So, and then, hit a crossroads, decided, I needed to either go back in the swinging a hammer or corporate world, and decided to do neither of them and start grilling. So, catering, barbecue. So, and then I thought, well, I didn't know where the company was going to go. So, I started putting together plans and ideas of, depending if I was going to be a catering company, this is what we could do. If we're going to have takeout, this is what we're going to do. Seating, to maybe it was just going to be blogs and how to grill and barbecue properly, or my theories of how to do it properly. So I just kind of put together all these ideas and just kind of saw which one took, and they're all taken. So, well,
man, your food's incredible. I swear it's the best brisket I've ever had. What created the passion for you for grilling? Like, I heard you guys talking. Mario does this, and then as a hobby.
Same thing, hanging out in the backyard. I think some of it was my first house that I bought. Had an old school high-end Charm Glow grill. It was all cast iron. It was hooked to my natural gas to the house. So, I thought that was pretty cool. It wasn't like when I used to live at home and I'd go to use it to make burgers and the propane tank was empty. So, I thought that was pretty nice. And then, kind of evolved, and then I built a big deck and put that on there and decided to start doing charcoal, and kind of spawned from there, So, just it was more or less hanging out, and that's kind of how the business is run as well. Very community driven, hang out, have some barbecue, talk, and then like we're doing now.
Yeah, your spot outside to eat's cool, man. So you did that yourself, all the woodworking?
Yeah. So, just recycled wire spools I got for free from people I know, custom logs down for seats. And then I used a local, traded some services off with a local landscaping guy, Lone Star Landscaping. And so for some barbecue, and he, so it's a win-win. He gets some advertising, I get a nice area.
Slinging the cue, man.
Yeah, a little trading off.
These education events you give, they're quite frequent. How could someone ever find out where these are at and when they are?
You can contact me, the grilling company. You can shoot me messages, shoot me an email through our website, the grilling company. Right now we're doing some through KDL, Kent District Libraries. They have, if we're doing one with Kent District Library, it'll be on their website. We're pretty easy to get a hold of. So I'll post it on Facebook. We're going to work on updating my website, so I'll have like a whole events calendar, so people can check out and see if we're doing anything, because we plan on doing some other additional fun things outside, like pit to plate dinners, where we'll do like a 3-course meal, pair it with some adult beverages and a dessert, and we'll grill and cook everything on site right outside, and they can help, and we'll have a meal. So
perfect, man.
We'll be able to post that stuff as we're doing it.
And we're going to post it too. It's thegrillingcompany.com.
Absolutely.
Thegrillingcompany.com. They're located on West River Drive. What's the address?
6231 West River Drive in Belmont.
And follow the guy on Facebook too. It's I don't even know how to find you on Facebook.
The Grilling Company. Everything's The Grilling Company. It's super easy. Somehow nobody took it.
Man.
So.
And trust me on this, man. It is the whip. You got to eat it. It's got these cheesy potatoes that Mario steals cases of and takes them to his mom's house and tells his mom that he makes them.
Thank you. That credit can go to Eric Marcellus.
So Mario, man, I've been trying to pin you down for a minute now. Title insurance, barbecue.
Sir.
Tell us about you and what you do, man.
Oh man, where do I start? Well, first off, you never know what to expect with Mr. Mosley here when you ask him for lunch, and then I take a bite of my ribs and my chicken, and he says, let's go do a real estate ride-along, and I got barbecue and chicken and my teeth and all that good stuff.
You're looking good, dude.
So he didn't give me the hair and makeup seat that he gives everybody else, like Brooke Powers and
man, this is reality TV, man.
So
I don't even know where we're at right now.
Yeah. Well, title insurance, it's a funny thing how I fell into it, but I started my career as a child welfare worker at a juvenile detention facility on the east side of the state, and enjoyed it. Spent a number of years doing it, and then I realized that I wanted to look for something that was a little more fulfilling. So honestly, I fell into an opportunity to move back to Grand Rapids, and it involved researching properties, and I started my career down at the Kent County Register of Deeds. Got a lot of friends still down there, and evolved to become a title searcher, and then later an examiner, and then I found myself, after a number of years of experience doing residential commercial properties, I found myself in a business development role, nurturing relationships with title companies, underwriters, lenders, realtors, and so on. So I've been really trying to develop as a good salesperson. I want to have the utmost integrity and be a good partner to somebody and earn somebody's trust. And I think that's my main mission, is when I find people that are like-minded and fit our culture, it's more about being able to trust each other. I got your back, you got mine, and really, that's what I strive for every day, is to be that trusted title representative for them. And I can do that because I work for a great company from the top down. They always preach people, culture, and talent at our office, and we all kind of share successes and share pains alike. When we're doing well, everybody gets credit, and when we're not, we all pick each other up. So it's a great company, Transnation. I'm not sure a lot of people know this, but it's an employee-owned company. So that lends a lot to our culture there at Transnation and how we do things, and we don't have turnover. We kind of function like a family. So that's in a very Reader Digest paragraph. That's kind of 20 years when title insurance wrapped up in
you said
conversation.
Owner or the employee-owned company.
Yes.
You guys, Transnation's been around for a minute, but it's really freaking blown up in the last 2 years. Tell me a little about that, man. Because it's not easy to grow. It's very difficult to grow and maintain relationships.
Well, the story behind Transnation is quite unique and quite interesting as to Grand Rapids and how it represents Grand Rapids. But Transnation was once owned by a national underwriter. And the national underwriter, during the 07-08 era of our economy, we're the foreclosure capital of the world. So it was the decision to close up Transnation shops in Michigan from the national underwriter came down, and there were a couple local senior managers at the time that says, hey, we know what the community needs. We're invested. We can run a successful business here. So they pooled together their resources and collectively became a core of about 11 owners. And what they did is they developed, surrounding themselves with employees, people, talent, and culture that fit the mold that they wanted. And this is how we become an employee-owned company. So we share the resources, successes, and failures of the company together collectively. We don't have just one person that steers the boat. We all kind of do it together. So I don't know if that's the simple way of explaining it, but
I think there isn't a simple way to explain it. I mean, it's I think you did a good job, by the way. It's a camouflage boat. You see it? No, you don't. It's camouflage.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's cool. To me, I don't know. I think anything where you value the employees and put them in a position to feel important about what's going on, that's important. The company culture of employees' involvement.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have employees vested in the interest of the company and the integrity of the company, you're only going to go so far, right? You put people in a seat for a certain dollar amount an hour, they're there to punch a clock.
Mm-hmm.
That's my...
that is very...
I get very emotional about these things.
That is very true.
Keith, you're kind of talking about this with the bar. I mean, your people aren't there just to, punch a clock, right?
No, so I do it a little bit differently, but it works for everybody. So my guys don't punch clocks. Everybody's set. Every full-time guy's a salary wage. So what I do that way is, they're paid for X amount of hours. We just make sure we don't abuse it. You know what I mean? So what's nice is then when they take days off, their days are paid, and then when they work a little extra, then they're helping out. So. But everybody's in that understanding when they come in, and I don't abuse it, they don't abuse it. It makes life easy and saves work for my bookkeepers. But no, nobody's just punching clocks. So we're all there to hit a goal, and then as soon as we can hit some goals, then I usually throw a little bonus in as well. So
that's nice, man. Do you guys know who did this development we're in right now? These houses are nice.
I'm not sure, but it might be a Warsma Warren development here that we're in.
Shout out to Bryant Mitchell. I see a Sunday dinner sign over here.
Yep. Good job, Bryant.
So, one of my favorite things to ask people, I do this every show, is what's the craziest thing you've ever ran into in your field, in title? Whether it was a weird closing, somebody body slammed someone on a table at a closing.
Well, there's been a number of interesting things. I'll start with a couple things. With a concealed carry, we've had people come to closings with guns and stuff like that, and they has to leave those in the car. It's not that's not going to go down like the Wild West, and we're going to shoot it out over a deed. But I would have to say one of the most interesting closings I've had or things happen in this business was Jim and Yvette Blem. They sent me on a closing to close this deal for one of their clients, and I arrived at the client's house, and they had a chicken with a diaper on it, and it was sitting on a stairway post, and the chicken couldn't move. It just had a diaper on it. It was just standing there. So the person had to go pick it up and put it on the ground so he could walk around. But they explained to me that that was their house chicken, and it was very interesting to watch a chicken in a diaper walking around the house just doing its thing, and that was quite interesting. And there was a number of other animals too.
You weren't anticipating to hear that, were you?
No, man, no. Huh?
Yeah, so chicken in a diaper, and it's
wow.
He's
thinking that, throwing the thing on the smoker.
Yeah,
that thing's getting smoked.
Sounds like some sort of fast food.
Yeah, now that we got Keith and
chicken in a diaper.
Chicken in a diaper.
We'll have to have Keith follow us in his catering truck in case we come across any more chicken like that Mike can roast.
Did you get a picture?
I did not get a picture.
Dude, you got to be prepared for these moments, man. You got to have.
Well, sometimes when you're in the state of shock, sometimes you just kind of freeze frame and you stay still for a minute.
Did you hold a straight face?
Oh man, I'm constant professional, of course. You know me.
I would have got
I'm always professional.
That's
right?
nuts.
So, but no, that's one of many. There's some great stories. I love the story of the there's an old couple sharing all the bones of the house with a young new home buyer, and that's an experience that's always touching, and always seeing somebody emotional, that put in all the hard work, saving, getting their credit together, working with their lender for 6 months before their lender would even go through the approval process with them, and then get to the point where they find their house and get an accepted offer, and we know that process is not easy.
Right.
So those there's a ton of those stories, but the ones that always feel good too is internally, where we have some internal successes and we all work as a team, and my support team that supports our lenders and our realtors, they're as passionate about helping our clients as I am, and along down the line and up the line, everybody's shares that passion, and there's a ton of those internal stories that don't get out, but we certainly appreciate them.
The chicken in the diaper, bro.
Chicken in the diaper, though. Yeah, that was the.
Speaking of support staff, shout out to Becky Malone. She's awesome. Keith, man, what's some give me a quick crazy story of something you've encountered in your days of either catering or at actually in the restaurant, someone coming in, maybe like sticking a gun in your face, telling you give me all the ribs. Give me all the ribs now.
No, I can't say I've had anything too crazy in the barbecue world of it. I mean, just maybe some crazy drunk women have come in and ordering food, but it's never usually the guys. It seems like it's usually a group of women, and they're pretty well hammered, and they're kind of crazy that way, but pretty tame for the most part. So
no chicken in diapers.
No chicken in diapers. No.
You know what you need to do now, man, is before you go dice up or butcher up your chicken, man, you need to put a diaper on that joint. Send that picture to Mario.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that we had one guy come walking in one day, and we were packed, and we had a line out the door, and he come walking in but didn't have a shirt on. But I mean, that's
oh boy.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
Well, I mean, he probably shouldn't have had a shirt off in the first place, but I mean, nothing too crazy.
Right on. So Mario.
Yes, sir.
What advice do you give people that, I don't know, man, how do you get in the title industry? I mean, it's a good real estate. Everybody thinks it's just realtors, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, there's finance, there's mortgages, there's insurance, there's title insurance, there's homeowners insurance, there's private mortgage insurance. Dude, it's a big industry that has great job opportunities, great career path opportunities. How would someone get into step up to walk in your field, or however?
The people I've grown up around as mentors or people with a ton of experience, I mean, we all have the same story. We kind of fell into it, and then you can't get out of it for whatever reason. You try to leave the industry for a short period and pulls you back in. But I think today, I know one thing that we're doing at Transnation is we're training people up. If you figure out what a farm league looks like in baseball, we started an internship program where we have some college students that either want a law background and do some examining research, or just some college students looking for some summer jobs, and we start them off at our reception desk. You wouldn't believe everything you see from the reception desk, and you deal with everybody from customers to just getting a call for a very important call on something, and they just see all directions that come at you with title. We're servicing a lot of different things, and there's a lot to learn about title, and the 20 years that I've been in this, I'm still constantly learning something, and just things change. Whoa, look at that smoker. Keith's got some competition in this neighborhood here. It's a nice smoker.
Wood too.
But I think most people we have come in either know somebody and reach out and say, hey, you guys hiring anybody, and it's really a job that you learn ongoing and learn from a good mentor. So I encourage you, if you have good people skills and good research skills, there's opportunity for sure in title insurance.
Dig it, man. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go back to Keith's and we're gonna steal some barbecue ribs and run out the door with them. Oh, that cornbread was off the hook too,
Yeah,
man.
cornbread was
Thanks.
good.
Cornbread was awesome. Nothing was bad. Check out Keith at the Grilling Company. Address is
6231 West River Drive, Belmont.
Yep. Mario.
I'm at Transnation. Get a hold of me. I can be. You can get to me through Anthony, through anybody. I'm available. So.
And just Google Mario.
There's only one Mario.
Mario.
Yeah. Well, hey. I try to get out there and network with everybody. So if I don't know you, I should know you. Let's connect and let's have some barbecue.
They must have had some problems with speeders in this neighborhood. I've never seen the cops put a speed limit thing in a neighborhood. All right. It's good talking to you guys. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
You never know what you're going to see on Real Estate Ride Along. Please subscribe below for future episodes. See, look, man, so everything runs through that.
There you go, GoPro.
Yeah, and then you turn this one on.
Out of
We just
gas.
ran out of battery on that one, but we got these two going still.
Gotcha. Thought we
Cut that.
Thought we ran out of gas. So
Close, man, 39 miles.